What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Punting for the People. My name is Jacob. If you do not know me or you're new to the channel, I'm an Australian living in Germany playing football. I'm sorry my videos haven't been coming out as quick and fast as they normally do. Being the off season, I'm looking at what I'm doing next year, where I'm going to be playing. The podium combine coming up in 2 weeks, so I've been preparing for that. The reason for today's video is I thought end of the season, full year of football done. I thought I'd do a gear review because there's a lot of people out there that are still unsure about what certain types of equipment do, which one's better, and also there might be people interested in what kind of equipment I or other players use. So, without further ado, let's get into the review. But first, I'm going to miss this so much when I go back home. Alright, so now that I'm charged up on Miamata, the reason for today's video is obviously a gear review, but also I'm doing a giveaway. So, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm actually having another giveaway right now, where once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll pick a random subscriber to give away a merch pack to. I'm also, at the end of this video, going to give you details into how you can enter to win this video's giveaway, which is a brand new pair of PHENOM Elite Randy Moss Special Edition gloves, provided very kindly by PHENOM Elite. These were my gloves for this year. I did not use them. The reason will be given a little later in the video as to why they're still in the box. So this is one of the things that you get with this video, and then also if you subscribe, you could have a chance to win the merch pack as well. So I'll give you the details on how to win these at the end of the video. So let's start with the review. So the first thing I'm going to review is probably one of the most important things when it comes to playing American football, and what every player has to have in some way, shape or form. That is the helmet. This is not my Monarchs helmet. My Monarchs helmet is exactly the same model, but it is owned by the Monarchs. This is my helmet that I bought 2 years ago playing in Australia. I only used it for 1 season. I bought it when it was brand new. This is a Riddell Speed Flex. This is the top of the line Riddell. Top of the line basically helmet in any class. The only helmet that is above this is the Visus Pro 01. Unfortunately, the Visus Pro 01 is a lot more expensive, which we'll talk about. So the Riddell Speed Flex is Australian dollars around $600. I bought this one from South Pacific Sports Supply. Mike is a good friend of mine. He quoted me up and gave me a very good price for this one. It has not done me wrong. The one thing I like about the Speed Flex, I owned a Riddell 360 before this. I found the 360 be a little bit chunky, a little bit thick and big. The Speed Flex is a bit more of a slimline helmet. It has all the protection that you need in terms of getting hit. Obviously you can see on the front here it has this little flexation in the helmet to stop any force or the brunt of the force going into your actual head. Also the face mask, this is different to most designs. The face mask is clipped in a different way. So as an impact hits you front on, the face mask is actually going to flex backwards before any impact comes onto the helmet. So that's really cool. I have a weird shaped head, so I don't know. Most of the helmets that I tried are either really tight or just don't feel good. Which brings me to the next point, and that is the Riddell series lineup basically has customizable fits. So the 360 had the ability to pump up different parts of the helmet. It didn't have the ratchet straps. This now has both of them. So this is a huge, huge plus. The only reason I think I'd ever change from my Speed Flex is if I did have the opportunity to wear and try a Visus Pro. But this helmet comes in at like 600 Australian, I think, give or take, depending on options. The Visus comes in at like 1500 Australian. So most people don't have the money to spend on a helmet like that. Even spending money on this is a big, big jump, but I highly recommend it. Comfort, it is a 10 out of 10. Safety, it's a 10 out of 10. Style, I mean, come on, the helmet looks cool, so I give that a 10 out of 10 as well. So I use a Riddell Speed Flex, and it's worked really well for me so far. So yeah. The biggest thing about being a punter is having good connection on the ball. You need to make sure that you're getting the best contact. So the next equipment that we're going to review is my cleats. So I'm a little different to most punters. Most punters run like a Nike soccer cleat or an Adidas soccer cleat. I know that's the way because it's made with high quality leather. gives you a good feel on the ball, good feedback from what you're doing. It's light, it's durable, but the one problem is I play receiver. So last year I had Nike Tiempos, they're a soccer cleat, really nice leather, really good quality. Like mine were customized to my preference. Only problem was when it came to playing on the artificial turf and cutting and playing receiver, they just didn't hold up. They basically just blew apart. I'm talking all the way down the sides of the right-hand side cleat. The left-hand one was a little bit better, but it's more because I cut off my right foot more with my left. They just got destroyed. So I went back to an American football cleat. You can see up in the background there, those are my cleats from 2 seasons ago. They're a high-cut cleat. They're good because they're a fly knit. So what I found was the fly knit was really good on connection and feedback from the ball, but they're a mid cleat, so it didn't really allow me a lot of ankle flexion, because as you can imagine, when I'm punting, I'm pointing my toe. If I've got a big chunk of cleat up here, when I go to point my toe, there's a lot of stuff in between my ankle and my Achilles, so it's not really giving me the best ability to point my toe. So I went back to low cleats this year with American football style. So these are the Nike Untouchables. I found these cleats to be really great. They're a little bit tight on my foot. I run like a size 13 to 14 US, so I got them at a 13. They're a little tight. I probably could have went up to a 14. They stayed intact really well all season. I don't think I had any tears, any rips. I know a lot of people complain about these little tassels ripping on their cleats, but I didn't really have an issue with them. The one thing I noticed is the tags on the cleat really wore out. Like, I don't know whether you can see, like these ones are basically completely worn. This is another problem with playing on a field, but then also training on a synthetic turf, is you don't have synthetic turf cleats. So you're going to wear your tags out really quickly. These are around about 140 US. I think they cost me around 170 Australian. I get most of my stuff shipped before the season, but yeah, these were a great cleat. Comfort, I give them probably like an 8 out of 10. Style points, you know, most American football cleats look good, so you know, like same thing, like 8, 9 out of 10. But usability for me, being 2-position player, these are a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't think I'm going to change from the Nike brand. I'm just going to see what cleats they bring out in 2019. So next up, we have another important part of equipment for one of my positions. Not so much punter, because punters don't really need these, but for a wide receiver, gloves are the most important part. Not the most important part, but one of the important parts of our equipment. Obviously helping you catch the ball. That's a very important thing when it comes to being a receiver. My gloves this year, same thing. I've kind of changed through equipment brands, just trialing and testing, because I haven't been playing for that long. You know, first couple years I played, I used Nike gloves. Last year I changed to Adidas gloves. This year I decided to give PHENOM Elite a try. Number one, due to their price point, getting these gloves to Australia, I got 3 pairs for the price of what it would cost me to get 1 pair of a big name brand into Australia. Having 3 pairs to chop and change through, it's gonna extend the lifetime of my equipment. So these are the Vapor Fusions. These are the, I guess, headlining glove of PHENOM Elite. They're a great brand, great guys to deal with. These gloves were my training gloves. These lasted, like, we have a 14-game regular season. We had, 2 games after. We had 16 total games. These were my training gloves the entire time. You can see I have a little rip in the pinky. That's just due to people grabbing at the gloves. Other than that, the tack is like a 3-layer tack, so it's got plenty of stick. I didn't have an issue with these gloves. I found that they fit really tight at the start of the year, and they slowly kind of molded to my hands. They were really good, really sticky. Durability was crazy. They've got this nice leather with this thick stitching on the top. Like, not even any of this came apart, whereas my Adidas gloves last year, all the top of it just ripped off. And my Nike gloves, the tack just goes away so quickly. My game gloves were also PHENOM Elite, but these were the Randy Moss Signature TD edition. These are a different upper. They're more lightweight, more breathable. They've got the signature Randy Moss bit on the top here. These ones definitely fit a lot more snug than the Fusions. Definitely more breathable, more skill position, wide receiver playing gloves. The biggest thing I found with these was just the durability and the lifetime of these gloves. Like I said, I bought 3 pairs with me. I probably could have used 1 pair of gloves for training and games the whole season, but I decided to use my signature edition ones for games. I give these gloves the highest rating I possibly can. These are a 10 out of 10 for durability, 10 out of 10 for performance, 10 out of 10 for cost. Like, they are cheap, very cheap. I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you're interested in buying any of these gloves. They come in different colors and sizes and everything. They've got new ones coming out in the off season, but I'll leave a link below. I'll also leave a discount code that you can put in to get cheaper gloves on their website by using my code. But these gloves are by far the best that I've used. I'm not going to go back to Nike or Adidas. I'm going to use PHENOM Elite probably for the rest of my playing career right now because they were so good. So PHENOM Elite playing gloves, that's another part of my equipment that I can't live without. Next part of equipment, if you haven't already guessed it, is my shoulder pads. These are Riddell. I bought these at the same time I bought my 360, not my Speedflex. I had my 360 prior. These have lasted me 5 years. These are the Riddell SPK Power Wide Receiver Skill Position pads. These are amazing. They are lightweight, they are small, the shell is tiny, they're flexible, I can move in them. I don't have them clipped up at the moment, but they're so easy to move in. They normally come with pads here and some pads underneath your shoulders. I took those out because obviously being a punter, I don't really get hit a whole lot, but also at wide receiver, you know, I've played Australian football for most of my life where we don't even wear pads. So I feel like if I get hurt because I'm not wearing a little pad here or a little pad under here, I shouldn't really be playing a contact sport because for 18 years of my life, I was getting hit without pads. So there's been times where guys have grabbed my pads or my jersey and been like, are you even wearing pads? Because they are so small and so snug to your body, and just sometimes I have trouble with jerseys being too big around my shoulders because of the fact that these are so slimline. I bought these also from South Pacific Sports Supply, my friend Mike, who I got my Speedflex from. By all means, I'll put a link to his shop in the description. Price, I think these cost me Australian, I think $2.99. I have tried Schiff pads before. I'm not a fan. They just feel a lot more cheap, obviously due to the cost. They are a lot cheaper of a pad. The only pads that I really feel compared to these ones are obviously Douglas, because those are the ones like college players and NFL players use if they're not using Riddell, or also Zenith. Zenith look a bit chunky for me, but depending on your position, obviously you want a good protective pad. If you don't have the money to spend on something like an X-Tech, Carbon Tech pad, which are like, you know, $900, it's kind of like the Visus helmet. If you don't have the money, well, you know, you're not going to buy them. So these are a good cost-efficient pad if you have a little bit more money than a Schiff, but you don't have enough money for like an X-Tech, like Carbon Tech pads. Like I said, it comes down to cost efficiency. A lot of people playing American football are professionals. They're not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. So all this stuff comes out of your hard-earned money. So you want to make sure you're buying the best quality gear for the best possible price. These by far are the best quality gear for the best possible price, just like a Speedflex, just like PHENOM Elite gloves, just like the Nikes. There's no real doubt that you're getting a high quality product when you buy these things. Good break. If anyone knows anyone that works at Myanmar, you get them to like send me a carton of these before I go home, because I'm just gonna drink them non-stop until I leave, so yeah. Okay guys, so I bet you're wondering how you can win this pair of PHENOM Elite Randy Moss TD Edition gloves. It's pretty simple. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be selecting a subscriber at random to win a merchandise pack. When I hit 1,000 subscribers as well, I'll be selecting someone to win this pair of gloves. Basically, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and help me grow, because obviously without me growing, I can't give away anything because I won't ever get 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel, like my Facebook page, link is in the description, share my post about this vlog so it gets more reach. But really, 1,000 subscribers, these guys will go to someone, merchandise pack will go to someone, hopefully different people. If it's the same person, that's really lucky because it is going to be a draw at random. But subscribe to the channel, you'll have a chance to win a nice pair of PHENOM Elite gloves. You just have to subscribe. So guys, it was a little video. You know, there wasn't a lot of info or fun in this. It was me just sitting in front of a camera talking, but I hope it was informative about what I think about when I buy pads and gear. Like, subscribe, share it around, leave comments. If you hated the video, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you want me to do differently. Watch more of my videos and I'll see you next time on Hunting for the People. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.